I got good news, good news, good news, good news. Hey, good news, good news, good news, good news. So today I went to see a cardiologist about my heart in January. I found out that I was experiencing some bigenemy, I believe that's how you pronounce it, bigenemy, which means after every a normal heartbeat, there's an abnormal heartbeat. So my heartbeat was remixing. It was going boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom. After every normal heartbeat, which is the boom, there was two beats. So boom, ba boom, 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 ba boom, 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 ba boom, boom. And on top of that, my lungs were slightly collapsing. So, anyways, to make a long story short, after going to the emergency room and finding out that I was experiencing that with my heart, I was told to follow up with a cardiologist to make sure we get some treatment for my heart if there's anything more concerning than just the abnormal heartbeat. So in March, I saw a cardiologist and he did another EKG, and the results came back that my heart was still beating abnormal. But according to this cardiologist, he said because I was already experiencing multiple chronic illnesses, my heart was going to do that because it's working harder due to the chronic illnesses. So at this point in my life, I'm just trying to live. So I don't try to argue with doctors anymore. I don't try to act on the worst case scenarios anymore. I've grown and I'm proud of the fact that I've done that, because in the past I'd be like, oh my gosh, well what next? Oh, can you check this? Let's test this. But now I'm just like, it is what it is. Okay, he's not concerned. I'm not concerned. I'm just trying to get out there and continue to live life. And then if things get to that dying need, then we'll cross that bridge. But so that happened, and I had another appointment with another cardiologist because I'm at different clinics and hospitals. So I told myself, let me just go ahead and keep this other appointment with the other cardiologist. So at this point, it's a second opinion. And this is something I do recommend. Sometimes it's okay to get second opinions because not all doctors see the same things. And so I was like, let me get this appointment to be later on down the line. So now here we are in June. Again, we found out about my heart being abnormal in January. I had an appointment in March, and now here we are in June with another appointment. In the first two appointments, or finding out about my heart, I wasn't pregnant. But now here I am having this EKG and I'm pregnant. And so I went into the hospital today and the clinic and had this appointment, and she did an EKG and they didn't find anything. That's the good news. My heart is beating normal. So here's my results of my EKG. It is boom, 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 boom. It's beating normal. She said she don't see any abnormal beats, which is amazing, which is great news for me. And when I tell you that this pregnancy is a blessing, I mean it's a blessing. I already knew that getting pregnant can be helpful for my chronic illness, and that's what I was told with the first two. The concern is after having the children, the labor and delivery afterwards is what is the concern. But when you're pregnant and you have autoimmune conditions, the pregnancy suppresses your autoimmune system, so it can make it better. And I'm telling you, this pregnancy, I've been feeling great. I've been feeling good. I've had some pain in my hands, but that's normal with the scleroderma I have. But other than that, I'm not having any other kind of pain. Like she said, do I feel any chest pains? Do I feel any abnormal beats? Nope, not anymore. But was I feeling that before? Yes, I was. And then this is the key takeaway from this appointment today. She said, mind you, this is a doctor I've never met before. She did read over my history, which I do appreciate, because not every doctor does that, or people in general, when they get you on their case, so they don't read over your history, and I feel like they should. As a social worker, I had to read everybody's case before I got them as a client. But anyway, so she says, the doctor says, the cardiologist, it's the second cardiologist, well, third really, but anyway, she said, I wonder if it's from your medication, if you was having any side effects and reactions from some of the medication you was taking. Maybe that's why your heart was beating differently. And I'm like, Yes, you're absolutely right. That's why I stopped taking some stuff. So when I found out that my heart was beating wrong, I stopped taking sildenafil. Sildenafil is basically Viagra. I was placed on that because of my blood flow and trying to get my blood pressure right and stuff. And every time I took that medication, I felt like I was having heart palpitations and things wasn't feeling right. I'm having headaches and stuff. So when I feel like my medication is making me feel right, I will detox my body. I stopped taking the medication. Some of the doctors don't like when you do that. Oh, you're not following what I'm saying. This is not your body. You're not feeling what I'm feeling. So I take matters into my own hands, and that's one of my suggestions. I'm not a doctor, but if you want to know what are some of the things I'm doing to survive, like I detox my body from sometimes from the medication because I feel like the medication is harming me more. We're all test dummies. That's why they say doctors are practicing. They are practicing doctor. They're practicing medicine. Nothing is guaranteed. Nothing is 100%. Everybody's body reacts differently. And so between the sildenafil and other medication mixing together, I believe her too. And I believed it before she even said it. Like, yes, you're absolutely right. Sometimes it could be the medication that are making things worse on your body. So for me, again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not telling you to go do this, but this is sometimes what I do. I detox my body. I stop taking medication to see how my body is reacting, just clear out all that medication and just be human without it. Because just think about it. Back in the day when our grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-great-great-greats were living, all this medication wasn't available. So how was they surviving and still having 10 kids at a time? Because majority of us have grandparents and great-grandparents who have a long lineage of children, right? Some may have passed away, but they still end up having a lot of other kids that survive. Nowadays, here we are, young folks can't even conceive. Forget even having a baby that passes away. Some of us can't even conceive due to the medication they put us on and the things that we're putting in our body to eat. So sometimes it's good to just detox your body from all that. If you're doing drugs, like stop for a little bit. Stop drinking that Hennessy and that Tito's and all that other stuff you're deciding to drink. Stop doing all of that and just detox your body, get some water in your system, eat a little healthier if you can. Don't even think about the bad things and just be holistic, as they say. And you never know, you might have some good outcomes. And the last thing that I thought about when I left this appointment was the fact that in January, on January 26th, I'll never forget, the devil was in my house. Things were going horrible in my home. After I left the emergency room, and I'm like, why is these things still going on in my home? The devil needs to leave. And listen to your children. Sometimes your children knows best as well. Even though they're young, there are messages being sent within them from the people above, the people that's your angels and whoever you are praying to, your hierarchy. They are sending messages. My son, 4 years old, and on January 26th, after I come from the hospital, I'm still having some troubles in the household. It's like a devil in my house and things aren't going right, and I'm just like all over the place and I'm depressed and sad. And I remember on January 26th, my son said to me, Mama, I love you. Your heart is perfect. So he remembers the hospital visit and us talking about my heart and things like that. And he's like, girl, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Your heart is perfect. And boom, here we are today. And it's showing like my heart is perfect. It's bumping, it's pumping the way it should be. It's beating the way it should be. Things are going fine. And so sometimes it's good to just stay optimistic, listen to the little ones, listen to your intuition, listen to the signs you see around you, and just be optimistic. And it's so crazy because I ended up wearing this shirt today. I just threw something on. I don't know. It was hot, and I just needed to get dressed and get to this appointment. And I happened to wear this shirt, and it said Pura Vida. Pura Vida in Costa Rica means simple life, pure life. Just live optimistic lifestyle. It's not just a word, it's a lifestyle. And that's how my life has been. I've always tried to stay optimistic, remain optimistic on what can life be for me. So that's what life is right now for me, is to remain optimistic and this be a healthy pregnancy for me and my family. That's part 1 for now, and I will keep y'all updated on the rest of my health with this pregnancy 3 for me. Thank you for watching. keep us in your positive prayers, and we will look forward to continue to share this pregnancy journey. Pregnancy 3 for me.